If your belly fat got worse after 40, it's not because you're lazy. It's definitely not because your body is broken. The truth is, after 40, your hormones, your stress response, your sleep quality, and insulin sensitivity, they all start to change. Which means that the things you used to do that worked in your 20s and in your 30s, they stop working. So if you've been eating less, doing more cardio, trying to be good, and still watching your belly fat tick around, I want you to know something. That you do not need extreme diets. You do not need a 2-hour workout, guys. And you definitely do not need more willpower. You just need a few daily habits that work with your hormones and not against them. And today, I'm going to walk you through the 7 habits that helped me and so many of my clients who are over 40 finally start losing stubborn belly fat without obsessing over food all day. And the crazy thing, most of this is less than 60 seconds. You only need that. And so you probably have heard walk 10,000 steps a day. And yes, walking is great. It's amazing. But here's what no one is telling women over 40. That when you walk matters just as much as when you, because after you eat, your blood sugar naturally rises. But during perimenopause and menopause, your body becomes more sensitive to blood sugar spikes, which means you have more cravings, you have more energy crashes, you have more belly fat storage, and more bloating. Think of blood sugar like a campfire. When you eat carbs or sugar, it's like tossing gasoline into the fire. If nothing happens after the meal, the fire spikes up, then crashes hard later. And that crash, that's the 3 p.m. cravings, that's the evening snacking. We keep asking ourselves, why do I have to keep snacking after food? But even a short walk after a meal acts like pouring water on top of fire. And research shows that a couple of minutes walking after eating can significantly reduce your blood sugar spikes. One of my clients started doing this just after dinner every single day. Nothing extreme, just walking around her house up and down. Within a few weeks, she noticed some loss of bloating, fewer cravings, and more stable energy. And her waistline finally went off. The habit number 2 is take a short walk after your meal, if possible. Make it 2 to 5 minutes. It really matters. Now, the next habit is one that every woman over 40 needs to really do, but we have been doing backwards. Most women spend all week trying to be perfect, saying, I don't do sugar, I don't do carbs, I don't eat desserts, I don't do that. And when Friday comes, it suddenly hits, oh my God, I already messed up, so I'm going to start again on Monday. Does that sound familiar? That problem is not lack of discipline. The problem is over-restriction. Your cravings are like a beach in a bowl under the water. So the harder you try to force it down, the harder it eventually explodes back up. And after 40, extreme dieting actually creates more stress on the body, which can actually increase your cortisol, making your belly fat even harder to lose. And one of the biggest mindset shifts I teach my clients is this. You do not need to earn your food. Instead of cutting out everything you love, work small treats into your calories intentionally slowly. Because when your brain knows that food isn't forbidden anymore, that obsession will start to go away. Ironically, the more permission you give yourself, the less out of control you feel around the food. And this next habit is one that is the fastest way to actually calm your hunger hormones after 40. Because most women eat protein backwards. They start the day with carbs, with toast, muffins, coffee. They start the day the wrong way and then try to pile up all their protein into dinner later. That does not work. And the issue is when your first meal is mostly carbs, your hunger is harder to even control throughout the day. And especially during hormonal shifts. Think of hunger like a fire. Protein is like slow burning wood. It keeps the fire steady and controlled. But sugary breakfast, that's gasoline. You feel okay for an hour, for a moment, and then suddenly you're starving again. And studies consistently show higher protein breakfast helps to reduce cravings and overeating later in the day. So one of the simplest habits that you can build is just aim for 30 grams of protein at your first meal, breakfast. And don't strive for perfection, just strive for improvement. Have some Greek yogurt, have some eggs, protein smoothies, cottage cheese for those of us who love. Keep it simple, okay? So the next habit will actually surprise you women. If you've been doing endless cardio and your belly fat still won't go away, your body may actually need more muscle than exhaustion. Because after 40, women naturally lose muscle mass faster. And muscle is what helps to support your metabolism, blood sugar control, insulin sensitivity, and hormone control. Which means the more muscle you maintain, the easier fat loss becomes. Think of muscle like your metabolism engine. A tiny engine burns less fuel. A stronger engine burns more, even at rest. And that's what happens. Strength training does not make women bulky. It just helps to create tighter arms, firmer, strong legs, smaller body, and good composition. So just do 2 to 3 strength workouts per week, and I'm telling you, you'll see a big difference. Now, this next habit might actually be very underrated because your sleep needs to be good. Sleep will actually make you to crave for food. Every woman over 40 should listen to this. A lot of women tell me, I am in bed like 8 hours. But being in bed and actually getting quality sleep are two different things. Think of your brain like an airplane. An airplane doesn't go from full speed to landing instantly. No, it slows down and descends slowly. But most people try to go from scrolling from social media or answering emails, watching TV, and straight into the sleep. And your nervous system never fully winds down. So instead of creating a 30-60 minute landing sleep before bed, dim some lights, put your phone down, stretch, read, have a journal, breathe in. This will actually help to bring down the cortisol and make you sleep better. So the next habit is hydration. The body loses water overnight. So when you wake up, your system is already playing catch up. Think of your body like a dried out plant. The first thing a dry plant needs is water. It doesn't need fertilizer. It needs water. So the body is the same way. Before coffee, before you have breakfast, before you do anything, drink water first. So aim for 16 to 20 ounces within the first 10 minutes of waking up. This can actually help to reduce fake hunger because sometimes we are thirsty when we feel thirsty when we are hungry. It will support your digestion and help you to lower your appetite. And finally, this last habit may be the most important emotionally because so many women let the scale determine whether they are doing well or failing. And most of us after 40, weight fluctuates consistently because of the hormones, inflammation, the stress, the sodium, the sleep cycles, which means that the scale does not tell you the full story. And this is exactly why so many women quit early. Because they are changing and they can't see it yet. Think about watching grass grow, for example. You don't notice it day by day or a plant, but over time the difference becomes obvious. So your body works the same way. So instead of obsessing over daily scale changes, please take progress photos once a month, same lighting, same clothes, same ankle. Because sometimes the mirror lies, but side-by-side photos don't lie. And if there's one thing I hope you take away from this video is this, that you do not need to punish yourself to lose belly fat after 40. You simply need habits that support your body that you have now. Just small habits done consistently can change everything for you. And if you want more help creating a step-by-step plan specifically for your hormonal belly fat, metabolism changes, and fat loss after 40, I'd love to help you. Please click the link below to learn more about my coaching program, which helps women lose belly fat, lose weight without extreme dieting or obsessive cardios. And if you want the biggest signs that your body is actually burning fat even before the scale changes, please watch this next video right here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.